this is gonna happen.
There.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a special overtime edition of Jersey Chasers. We are currently live on Facebook right now. We are also live on YouTube, and this episode will be posted tomorrow morning as well. But we had to come to you on a Saturday evening because there is so much that has happened since we recorded on Wednesday. We even on Wednesday recorded an emergency podcast about some stuff that happened after we went on the air. So let's just start. Let's start where Sherronne Moore.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's start with him. Let's start with this video from courtesy of People Magazine.
Eventually, she presented herself to the University of Michigan, cooperated in some form of investigation there. As we all now know, the defendant was at some point on Wednesday afternoon fired from his employment. He then, at some point soon thereafter, came to her apartment in the address that is alleged in the complaint, barged his way into that apartment, immediately then proceeded to a kitchen drawer, grabbed several butter knives and a pair of kitchen scissors, and began to threaten his own life. I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to make you watch. My blood is on your hands. You ruined my life. And a series of very, very threatening, intimidating, terrifying, quite frankly, statements and behaviors there in that apartment. It was only then, Your Honor, when the victim, she called her attorney and then at some point indicated she was going to call the police, and then he left. And so, Your Honor, while I understand that there isn't evidence to suggest that he directly threatened the victim with any of those implements that I've indicated, the totality of the behavior is highly threatening and highly intimidating. She was terrorized, Your Honor. And in light of the totality of all of those circumstances, we consider the defendant to be a risk to public safety, a risk to this victim, and it is for those reasons that we are asking for those specific conditions.
All right, so that was his arraignment yesterday in a Michigan courtroom. Let me put on the screen the list of charges that he has. He has home evasion in the 3rd degree, stalking, breaking and entering without breaking. Christy, what's going on?
Dude imploded.
What's going on?
He imploded. Okay, so when we first brought this to everybody's attention Wednesday night, he had just gotten let go from his job. He had gone home and told his wife so that he could tell her before media got to her. And of course, she kicked him out. You know, they've got 3 daughters, which I feel so sorry for all of them. I mean, those 4 ladies, their lives are completely changed forever because somebody couldn't keep it in their pants. So anyway, as you and I were talking live Wednesday night, you're getting alerts on your phone. He ended up at the mistress's house, went in without being invited, got butter knives, kitchen scissors, and started threatening his life, saying that it was going to be on her fault. You guys heard it, what they said in court. So, I mean, he was literally losing his mind because he realized how screwed he was in that instant.
Yeah, apparently this was a well-known thing among Ohio State fans, Ohio State reporters, Ohio State
But even around
insiders.
Michigan, they said they weren't hiding
Yeah.
it. It was a known thing around campus for quite a while.
Yeah, apparently Michigan State fans knew about it. Michigan fans knew about it. This had been reported that this relationship had gone on as early as October. People were talking about it. But I was reading
them and they were like, no, we don't, there's nothing going on. And the university actually believed those 2 people.
Yeah, the university got the reports that something had happened between them. They investigated it. The two people involved said, no, nothing ever happened. They had to hire an outside law firm. And then because the staffer, the mistress, was fired on Monday by him, or she quit, whatever, something happened on Monday to where either she quit or she was fired. And she went to the lawyer and told them, hey, this is everything that happened. I'm giving you receipts. I'm giving you photos, videos, all of this stuff. And according to other reports, like he had been off the rails preparing for their bowl game. He had been acting kind of crazy. It's just been so much has happened with
Can
this
we talk
program.
about can we talk about the tidbit that I gave you that I think totally caught everybody off guard?
Yeah.
When the oh shoot, when the OnlyFans girl came out
Yeah.
and said he had contacted her, was going to give her and her friends free season tickets for a foursome. And
Yeah.
she's
You want
like,
the
"Nah,
photo?
my girl's rich enough. If we want to go to the game, we can buy our own damn tickets."
Yeah, I'm gonna put the photo up of the OnlyFans girl. So she
Yeah.
not no, not this photo.
Okay.
Excuse me. Wrong photo. Wrong photo. This photo right here is the only
Okay.
girl, OnlyFans girl, saying that once he got out of jail, like he had posted bail or bond or anything, he was already sending her messages. Like, what is wrong
Desperate.
with this guy?
So desperate. Like,
Like,
he
what?
must have a sex addiction, like, I mean, I hear those things are true. I don't know. I don't believe it. I
Yeah.
think it's just an excuse.
Yeah, again, this is the charges. Like, like how
All
do you
allegedly happened.
oh, yes. I'm just so baffled by what's been going on. Like then apparently when he got fired on Wednesday, the AD brought him in without HR security, so that's why he really went off the rails too.
Yeah, it was done very, like, closed doors, and it should have been, like, recorded and, like, all kinds of stuff to cover everybody's P's and Q's, but he was let out on a $25,000 bond. He's got an ankle monitor, and he has to attend counseling sessions, and then January 22nd is when he goes back to court. So we gotta
Yeah.
wait till after the new year, unfortunately.
Yeah, so now Michigan, of course, is back at the
Coaches.
starting point of where they're gonna this has been the wildest 3 years for them, but
Yes.
we
I
really
got
need to talk
lots
about
of
the
info on them.
yeah, so you got the football program in shambles, you got the whole basketball program in shambles, you got the fact that there are people who are large donors and alumni coming out trying to defend what's happening at the school. One of the people who tried to defend what happened at the school was Taylor Lewan. If you don't know who he is, he played for Michigan for a very long time. He was an All American. He came out as the ESPN representative, and a lot of people pointed out that Taylor Lewan is a terrible person, is an awful person.
Yeah, not the best person to be standing up for the coach right now.
But I just want to talk about the fact that Jim Harbaugh is the reason why all of this is happening.
He left a trail,
He really did.
like a gasoline trail, and it was, like, lit right before he left.
Yeah, I'm gonna add some other quotes from somebody else. According to Nicole Auerbach, the NCAA said that Harbaugh ran a program that was largely dismissive of rules compliance. There was little, if any, emphasis on following the rules.
Mhm.
Was
I
mm,
believe it. I believe it. I mean, come on, being a Buckeye, we're always gonna think the worst of that team up north. And it's
yeah,
great that it's all coming out. And like, okay, so we mentioned how there was some problems going on with the football program, and since March, their former offensive coordinator, Matt Weiss, he has 24 charges pending against him for unauthorized access to computers and aggravated identity theft. He was using personal access to thousands, or he gained personal access to thousands of NCAA athletes, both men and women, across the whole entire nation, not just up there, not just in Michigan, but in the whole entire nation. And of course, he was targeting mainly females for videos and pictures and stuff. Connor Stallions had gotten in trouble. He was the one that was, taking the pictures, stealing the signs and everything. And Morris still had one more game suspension to serve for that whole mess that started with the sign stealing. And he was supposed to serve that in 2026, which, that'll never get taken care of. They have a national championship that they should not be able to claim. But yet, you know what they say? Because Ohio State guys, they were getting free tattoos and they were giving away autographs and they were giving away, their gold pants. We had our national championship taken away because of that. We weren't able to play in the national championship because of that. We did so much worse. No, I don't think so. I don't know how
they literally sold stuff for tattoos.
Yeah. That's what Ohio State did. And Michigan literally cheated during games. You can't compare the two. It's like people saying Urban Meyer was dancing and grinding on that chick down in Jacksonville. You're going to compare that to what Coach Moore was doing? Come on, he got a woman pregnant. And then he gave her plan B to abort the baby. Like, those two are not the same. I'm sorry. Y'all get down off your high horses.
This has been just a hot mess. Not only it's just like every time, like I will put my phone down and then like something else will pop up and I'm like, what now? Like what could this?
So sorry. One more video. I was blowing up your phone this morning. I'm sorry. One more.
I'm sorry. Not even just you. It wasn't even just you. It was like every time I would go online, it would be like some new tidbit about this story. And I'm like, the fact that you all not only knew about the affair, you then proceeded to do a secret investigation after you knew they lied to you about the affair. That's the crazy part. You did a secret investigation. You fired him with cause. Okay. And it's like, then people went back and to say, so like, okay, how many Harbaugh assistants have gotten in trouble? Almost all of them. How many of them have charges? Almost all of them. How many of them have serious charges? Almost all of them. It was like,
how
what
convenient
was happening?
That the offensive coordinator that used to be under Jim Harbaugh was at the Ravens recently for his brother.
It's just like, I genuinely like the NCAA. I genuinely have no respect for them at all. I haven't for a very long time. But you have to do something about that program at this point.
Right.
Like you have to.
I mean, they're never going to learn if they don't get punished. They're not going to stop.
Then people are coming out and being like, well, who are they going to hire? I'm like, it's not even about that at this point. They need a whole HR investigation. They need a whole department investigation. They need to clean house.
Evidently the head, and I didn't write his name down. I probably should have, but the doctor who is the head of athletics, this is all like falling down on him now. And they are talking about investigating him because this is all happening under his watch.
Yeah. And this is not even the first. This is literally like the fifth scandal to come from him. Yeah. Again, though, you have the whole basketball program and how Juwan Howard punched somebody from Wisconsin and still was able to keep his job, but then you fired him because he's terrible. And it's like, well, you should have fired him when he punched somebody. You have your football coach. It's just, I want them to go. Leave. Yep. Leave my life.
Right. World would be a better place without the Wolverines. Anyway. Let's move on. We got a couple more things to touch on real quick before we go, because you wanted to talk about Love Island. Is it Australia?
No, America.
Which
US?
Wait, I don't know about this.
Yeah, Christy, I'm about to break some news for you. Please watch this interview very quickly.
Oh, geez.
How's Ace?
Ace is doing good.
Yeah,
he's doing good.
Yeah.
And are you guys like? Are the talks of like? Because
Are we? What the moving in together?
Not
Not
quite.
quite. Okay.
No,
Okay.
We have
not
a ways to
quite.
go.
We have a ways to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
No moving in together. Yeah, there's actually a lot just happening and stuff. So,
Oh, are things okay?
well,
Okay?
Are we moving? Okay.
Are we moving on?
so Ace and I actually decided to part ways.
Oh my god,
Oh,
Shelly, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
No, don't, it's okay.
sorry.
Are you?
Please don't. Like, it's okay.
How are you feeling?
I mean, it really was a tough decision, like
Yeah.
for the both of us, and like, very hard to decide. But you know, when you love someone, sometimes loving someone means letting go. So I think
Yes.
we just got to that decision.
And
Okay.
also
that
getting
was
to a
best.
point where because you both have love for each other, to end it
Exactly.
before that ends. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So it came from like a mutual level of respect.
A mutual level of respect and understanding that, we wanted this to work, but sometimes things don't work. Couples go through things that are very challenging,
Yeah.
and sometimes the best thing to do is just, make a decision that needs to be made.
And
So.
Right.
I have to imagine too, it must have been hard for you guys to come to this conclusion when there's a lot of eyes on you and a lot of people like being like, "We love you guys
Absolutely.
together," blah, 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 blah. And
Exactly.
you're like, "Okay, but we're going through like we're trying
Yeah.
to be ourselves and the best that we can be." How
Exactly.
like were the conversations you both had with that?
We had a lot of
yeah.
conversation, Again, at the end of the day, it was just like a mutual agreement of
Yeah.
like, you know what, this is for the best. And
Right.
I've definitely thought about like, our supporters, our fans and stuff, but
Right.
I'll trust that they'll understand that, this decision needed to be made if we were able to come
Yeah.
to this mutual
Yeah.
decision.
Right.
So,
And like
yeah.
obviously you want to keep some things private and to yourself,
Absolutely,
but
yeah.
for the fans who are hoping for a definitive answer of like why did they break up? What's kind of like the main reason?
Listen, a lot happens in relationships,
Okay.
and people can understand that. I think out of respect for the both of us, like the details aren't really necessary.
Right.
Like I think we can be peaceful and just understand that we're good with being able to be on the same page.
And that's like such an interesting thing, like you were mentioning, Danny, just like knowing that so many people ship you two, ship
Yeah.
the two of you, and were supporting you guys. Do you think that extended the relationship longer than it might have lasted because you kind of like felt in a way that you owed it to the fans to kind of like stick together?
No, because like our relationship from the very beginning was a understanding of like our relationship isn't for the press, for the media or anything. Like it's because I truly love you and you truly love me. But challenges happen
Yeah.
in relationships, and sometimes, like I said, like you want to just be able to say, you know what, let's leave it right here before it turns into something never needs to be. Like we can leave off on light and love.
Right.
All right. If you didn't know by that clip, Shelly and Ace from Love Island season 7 broke up after just 6 months. The two came in 5th place, yes, on the show, and then went on a whole press tour about how much they were in love, but not calling each other boyfriend and girlfriend. And then a couple months ago, they did a whole surprise trip, an elaborate girlfriend proposal, and now they are in a relationship no longer. And when I say I am always right, this is what I mean.
Yeah, we knew they weren't going to last.
I mean,
he's going to be forever waiting for Huda.
he's 23 and she is 28. Like she was also his first girlfriend. She has been in significant relationships before. The moment I saw the girlfriend proposal, I said, I give
That's
it a
too
couple
much.
months.
Yeah.
I give it a couple months.
It's too much.
Now, this is already after he said, oh, me and Shelly are forever. He did that whole very disrespectful interview with Speedy. He has done so much to damage their brand that, again, I think she's going to come. I never had a problem with Shelly. I genuinely liked
love
her.
Shelly.
I never liked him. I just don't like him. And I think her being associated with him, like, just really made it hard for a lot of people to like her.
Yeah. I think that it's going to help her friendship with a lot of the former Islanders that she used to be friends with, because I think they cut off a lot of communication with her because of him. So
yeah, we'll actually get to
we have some other
interact.
news.
Yes,
Yeah.
again.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like I said,
We have other
I'm
news.
always
You ready,
right.
Jen?
Bronwyn and Todd
Dun, dun,
are breaking
dun.
up. Dunzo.
Yep,
It was
it's
announced by
official.
Page
It's been known.
6. Yeah, ironically enough, announced by Page 6, the same entity that we just played that video from. They announced it. A lot of people think that Lisa Barlow leaked the information to Page 6 because she posted a very weird video of her and John together in Park City talking about it's December. Me and John are out here in Park City. Don't you love us? And it just was like, come on, Lisa. But yeah, Bronwyn has secured the bag. And then one other thing before we go. I have finished episode 4 of Heated Rivalry.
I have not started yet.
Okay. I'm gonna just give you guys some context clues, some hints. This show is actually one of the most heartbreaking shows I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh no, don't tell me that.
Genuinely, Shane. I love
Oh,
you.
am I gonna need tissues?
No. No. There is
Okay,
a
I almost
moment.
did last episode.
There is a moment in the episode that I fully was like, was like, whoa. Like I said that out loud and I haven't. The ending is crazy. The ending is crazy.
Okay, well,
I
I'll watch
just
it
feel
Monday.
bad for poor Shane. But in other
Oh.
Heated Rivalry news, HBO announced yesterday also that we are getting a season 2 of the show.
How
We're
many
getting the season 2.
episodes are in this season though?
6.
Oh, damn. I'm already halfway through.
Yeah, we're about 80% of the way through. Next week is the penultimate. The week after that is the season finale. But next season is probably going to be based off of the second book of Ilya and Shane's relationship. If you don't know, the first book is the build up to their relationship so it starts in like 2011 to 2020, and then the rest of the book is from like 2020 to present. So we're gonna get a ton of stuff. There is a rumor that we will get a Scott and Kip reuniting at the end of the season. Because in the books, Scott and
Right,
Kip,
you said that they're the main couple.
yeah, they're the main couple, and they're the couple that kind of is like the catalyst for everybody to be like, oh, we can come out. There's a lot of stuff that happens in the books that if they really adapted like how I think they're going to, and they've been pretty accurate, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Cool.
But yeah, we are
Excited.
getting second season, and it was announced for next year. So a lot of people are like, when are they gonna start shooting it? I'm guessing probably January, February is when they're gonna start shooting it.
So a show that I really got caught up with, School Spirits.
Yes, that's a wild show.
I freaking love that show. And you know what? In January, I think is when they're coming out with the next season. So I think that maybe this Wednesday or coming up the next couple Wednesdays, we should do a recap of School Spirits with Peyton. What's her last name? Peyton List.
Yeah. She was the
Former
OG McKenna
girl.
Grace.
Yep. And then she was also on Cobra Kai, which I loved that series. I thought that series was amazing, even though I grew up with the original Karate Kids. I did not see the one with Jaden Smith because that's just it no. But yeah, so we'll have to talk about School Spirits then because I love that show. It was amazing.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I got caught up on Heated Rivalry. I'm all caught up on Housewives. I know we talked about did you ever still watch like Miami? Or did you stop?
I started the first episode and then I finished all the other shows.
I would say catch up on
Miami. Start
Miami.
binging it. Yeah, I'm probably gonna start binging it because I'm out of stuff to binge right now and it's driving me nuts.
Same. I Love Island Australia is not doing it for me this season. It's just kind of like there's a couple on there that used to date and now they're like trying to get back together. It's a whole bunch of stuff happening.
They want the money.
But Christy,
Yeah.
we got through this emergency overtime episode of Jersey Chasers in less than 30 minutes.
I know
Double
we had
A
a
is gonna be
30-minute
so
goal.
proud of us. We did. He's gonna be so proud of
Yay!
us.
Thank you.
But
Thank you.
oh, I just slapped my thing. Guys, you can actually catch me tomorrow morning. I'm going to be on the Browns pregame show here on
Yay.
Inside Edge Network. It's my first Brown pregame show. I'm gonna wake up early on a Sunday, which is crazy. But also catch us on Wednesdays, Jersey Chasers. This was a special overtime episode. You guys, we never do this, but we had to. We had to.
We had to. Too much TTUN news.
Too much news. Follow us on at Jersey Chasers Pod or at Jersey Chasers. You'll see the Inside Edge Network. Scroll on the bottom. Follow us there. Please, please, please keep supporting us. But for Autumn and Christy, thank you guys for tuning in on a special Saturday night edition of Jersey Chasers. We love you so much. Keep watching, keep subscribing, keep commenting. We'll be here.